Converging in Palmetto, Florida at Primus Racing's Test and Tune facility, drivers and spectators gather together to be part of the latest up-and-coming facet of motorsports. It's the newest import, direct from Japan, and it's not a car at all. It's drifting, the art of controlling a high-performance vehicle that is seemingly out of control. To the unknowing or uninitiated, it appears as automotive chaos, but rather a well-executed drifting vehicle is a thing of grace, similar to figure skating except with lots of tire smoke and plenty of testosterone. Drifting is not about who completes the course the quickest, it's about completing the course with the most style and demonstrating maneuvers requiring the most skill.
What's evolved from originally the controlled slide through the apex of a turn has turned into just outright loss of traction throughout an entire course. I guess you could, define drifting as having fun while not having traction.
A proper drift technique requires management of power to the wheels through precision shifts, throttle, clutch, and brake input. Steering left and right, the driver shifts the momentum of the vehicle and pushes the limits of traction, all the while maintaining control, linking corners together with accuracy.
Especially a day like today, it's just practice, and it's just all about fun, whereas a lot of autocrosses and road racing, it's a lot more high pressure and people are really concerned with their times and stuff, and this is just a lot less stressful. And it's just a good time for everyone.
Relatively new to the U.S., drifting is finally taking hold here, especially on the West Coast and in Florida. Currently, D1 Grand Prix is the world's only recognized pro drifting series, but drifting's origin began some 15 years ago on the streets and remote mountain roads of Japan. And what started as little more than reckless amateur stunt driving has evolved into a legitimate sanctioned motorsport. With many grassroots efforts leading the trend, drifting is drawing crowds and finding increasing support from major sponsors. In fact, the drift scene has even spawned a kind of automotive subculture.
DG Trials was started kind of by drifters who, were sick of, getting in trouble for trying to drift on the streets or trying to drift at an autocross or trying to drift at a track day, where we were looked at as, kind of being the bad guys and being, out of control and being a nuisance. So, we got our heads together and we said, well, this is obviously getting more popular, more people are trying to do it. We need to provide these people with a venue. And similar to how they started doing it in California to get the kids off the street, DG Trials was born in 2003 in the Northeast in New Jersey, with events monthly on Wednesday nights just to get kids, coming in and having a good time in a safe, controlled environment. We're really geared more towards, grassroots drivers and developing the sport, trying to get more people to do it, trying to get more of the industry to understand what it's really about, and, just trying to make people have fun.
You won't find too many sorted and polished machines on the track at an organized drift event. Primered beaters with bald tires are quite common, because the focus isn't on the car as much as it is on the driver's skills.
It's been a big part of my life, we have a lot of fun and it's cheap fun and you just go through a bunch of tires. So there's a lot of new faces and every time we come out to these events, there's more and more people getting into it, and it's great because in this sport, the competition is all about style, and everyone's just got a really great attitude.
I'm glad I wasn't standing there.
As the more mainstream import tuner phenomenon continues to grow throughout the states, it fuels the demand for Japanese-inspired trends and ignites interest in exotic Japanese machinery.
2.6 liter twin turbo, all-wheel drive, all-wheel steering. Pretty much it's basic performance upgrades, all bolt-ons, about 400 at the wheels. I put on the intake, downpipe, boost controller, turbo timer. Got a Tommy Kyra intercooler, Tommy Kyra computer, full Tommy Kyra interior. I put on the Nismo wheels. It also has a set of Tommy Kyra wheels. I may go with a set of Power Enterprise turbos, get it up to about 550 at the wheels. I don't plan to do anything more wild than that, as it's a daily driver.
A distant relative of the legendary all-wheel drive Nissan Skyline, the Nissan 240SX is the drift car of choice here in the US. They're inexpensive and durable, but most importantly, they are rear-wheel drive. Already a cult classic, the venerable yet now defunct Nissan model has seen a resurgence in popularity.
I'm gonna drive my 240 until it breaks, and when it does, I'm gonna buy another one.
While the 240SX is a pretty common sight at these events, what you won't see is very many front-drive vehicles. While possible to initiate a drift, that configuration does have its limits. Yet often creativity and necessity spawn ingenuity, as evident with this rather unusual Acura Integra.
We converted to all-wheel drive, used the all-CRV drivetrain. Then once drifting started getting big, we went ahead and pulled out the front axles. Ran just rear-wheel drive. I welded up the rear end. We've just been kind of drifting from there for the most part.
As more organized sanctioned events are held across the state and beyond, what was once considered part of an underground activity will become a household word. The bottom line is, drift events are about learning car control under extreme conditions in a safe environment. But most importantly, they are about gaining knowledge and new friends, and of course, having fun.